Hey, what's up everybody, it's your boy Jay Wills. So I wanted to bring you a video real quick talking about an upcoming device that I'm super excited about, and also to discuss pricing and budget on certain phones. So let's get into this video. Stay tuned. Alright guys, so let's talk about this for a moment. What exactly is a budget device? What do you consider to be a budget device? Well, a couple of phones I got here. This is obviously the Lumia 635. I think this phone is one of the best budget smartphones to date. What makes this phone a good budget smartphone? For one, the price. You can get it as low as like 40 bucks in a lot of places. And this is Nokia Lumia 635. It has LTE in the US. You can change the back colors of it. It has a pretty decent camera on there that shoots pretty good video. But it doesn't have a front-facing camera, and some people really want front-facing cameras. I personally could do without a front-facing camera, really doesn't matter to me. It has a very loud speaker on it for music and things like that. And there's a lot of options with Windows phones. But another device is the L90. The LG L90, Optimus L90, is another great device, but it's a little overpriced compared to the 635. The 635 is much more attractive for an entry-level smartphone for people who are trying to get into the smartphone business, or game, I should say. The L90 is great. I just think it was, when they released the price, we fell victim, and we bought like 3 of these, and they were 228 bucks. Then right away, they dropped them to $99, and I was extremely frustrated. But now you can actually get this for 50 bucks through T-Mobile at the recording of this video. They have a promotion going on where you can get it. It was $149. You can get this for 100 bucks off, basically. But still, it still does not match up to this device, I say, as far as the overall package, because the Lumia 635 is a device that's well-rounded. I mean, people knock Windows Phone for their App Store, but the fluidness of a Windows Phone device is untouched. It is just a beautiful design, and I think people really would like this device over the L90. At least I do. So, budget devices can come in all forms and factors. So, here is that I'm dropping the Huawei Snap 2. Now, the Huawei Snap 2, you might say, well, Jay, you said that this is overpriced. Well, at the time, I think this was overpriced. This is actually 180 bucks. And what makes this one special is it comes in a dual SIM, dual LTE. That is something that's really, really nice. Like myself, I have like 3 lines to myself, and I need them. So a phone like this can help eliminate a device. What's important about this device? It has 2 great cameras, and it has fantastic battery. The ultra saving mode on this device is phenomenal. It is just a great device, hands down. I think what Huawei is doing with the Snap 2 and a lot of their other devices is a great thing. I think the pricing is just right, and some people want me to compare this to the Moto G, but the Moto G, only thing the Moto G has over this probably is sound quality. Because see, when you're a diehard fan for one operating system, you're kind of missing out on one OEM. But unless you have stock with these people and you're making money off of them, don't support them that much, because they really don't care about us that much. If they did, they would lower the prices on their devices. But this is a great example of nearly a complete package. The screen is nice. The battery on here is just phenomenal, and it has something that most people want. Is an SD card slot. People want an SD card slot. That is a great thing. It comes in a dual SIM variant. Dual SIM is coming to the US, folks. Just get ready for it. Dual SIM is going to be a new wave coming through for phones in the US. I'm waiting for the pricing of phones to go down. I would really appreciate it if they would take the pricing down on so-called budget phones. Now, there's a device that's coming out. And obviously, people say, oh, Jay, you talk about budget devices, and I buy budget devices, but I do, in fact, have higher-end devices in my catalog. Because, to me, there's some devices that I can't show you that I actually have that are coming out, and they are gorgeous. But I can't show them to you, and they're going to fall into the budget range as well. But until then, if you want high-end specs on devices, you're going to have to, and you want a budget, you got to meet it at the middle ground, and that's just a part of the game. But there's a device that's coming out, and it is called the Alcatel One Touch Idol 3. I think this device is going to be, and I say I think it is because I pre-ordered mine. Hopefully you pre-ordered yours when it was $199. If you didn't, it's still only $249. And what do you get with that? You get a phone that has JBL speakers, dual front-firing JBL speakers. JBL headphones come in the box. It's either, if you got it for $199, you got a sweet deal. If you got it for $249, you got a sweet deal. It's a 5.5-inch 1080p display. Has a 2,910 milliamp battery. It offers an SD card. It has, I think it's an 8 megapixel on the front. Let me just do it on camera here and pull up the web browser and go get it real quick just to be sure. But nonetheless, this device, this Alcatel One Touch Idol 3, is going to shut the market up, I guess I should say. I personally do not listen to the bigger people on YouTube, and I don't need to say their names because you know who they are. And I know people say, well, Jay, you know, we have a budget. I have a budget too. But I'll admit, I run a YouTube channel, so I'm blessed enough to be able to grab all these devices and things like that with the support of some great people backing me. You know who you are. A shout out to LG, and shout out to Huawei, and shout out to James Orta for always supporting me in everything that I wanted to do, and have been there. So I got to give a shout out to those people. Groups like Versa and Oblique, all these people who send me things to review. I love it. It's nice of them. But in the end, I'm still a fan just like you are. So the specs on the Alcatel One Touch Idol 3 are as followed. 7.4 millimeters in thickness. This is 6.8. So you can see it's going to be a pretty thin device. The Huawei, oh, I'm touching it. The Snap 2 is about 9, I believe it is. So 7.4 millimeters in thickness is fantastic. It has 141 grams. Now think about that. That is a lightweight device. This, I believe, is like 139. Is the Galaxy S6 139? Or is it the Edge? It's the Edge. These are pretty lightweight, 129, 130. So it's a big phone, but it's going to be really, really nice. 140 grams is sweet. Remember, it's a 5.5-inch 1080p display, 401 pixels per inch. It should have a nice, sharp display. But it's going to be kind of a tall device. Maybe, I don't know, I'll match it against my iPhone 6 Plus. That's going to be just a killer battle, I think. It comes with Lollipop 5.0.2. I think that's amazing. It also comes with something that's really important. Now, some of you probably have never used a device with a Snapdragon octa-core 615 processor. I have, and I'm currently using one, and it is a flawless, oh man, the speed of the 615, you know me as a reviewer, you know me as a tech blogger or whatever, as just a guy that you know on the internet, you know I would never tell you wrong. The 615 is a great processor. Don't be fooled by the hype. Okay, now I know this has I know this Galaxy S6s have octa-cores, but iPhones have dual cores and they run great. It's all on the way the operating system is built around the hardware and software. You got to get a good combination. Hopefully Alcatel does a great job. They do have a skin on their Android, but it's a very light skin. We're on a countdown, and we're only at about, maybe today's the 8th, so my delivery is set for, my tentative delivery date is the 25th. I am super excited. It should start shipping by the 21st. If you did order, if you didn't order, get your order in now. And Alcatel's not paying me or anything like that. I just wanted to get this video out there. But this is an octa-core 615 Snapdragon clocked at 1.5 and 1.0 for the processors. And it runs the Adreno 405. That combination should be a great combination. Don't be fooled by all the things that you hear on the internet. Oh, you know, you gotta try things for yourself, because user experience is what's important, and you will always get a different user experience from anyone else. It's never, it just can't be the same. It has an SD card slot that you can take up to 128 gigs. It comes with 16 gigs built in. There are some variants that have 32 gigs built in, but it has 2 gigs of RAM. And so that is really, really, really important. There is a dual SIM version, and the dual SIM version is the one that comes with 32 gigs. The US version comes with 16 gigs, but we do get an SD card shot. So 13 megapixel on the back and an 8 on the front. That is exciting. The Alcatel One Touch Idol 3 5.5 should be really, really nice. There is a 4.7-inch version that's going to come out, but it doesn't have the 1080p display, and it's 4.7. So it's going to be, I think they basically took a shot at iPhones, because there's a 4.7 and then there's a 5.5. So with that being said, if the 4.7-inch Alcatel Idol 3 One Touch Idol 3 is a good price, if it's less than 200, maybe I'll grab that one too. It has a 720p display, but that doesn't matter, because again, it's what you think is beautiful, and I think a 720p display is more than enough. Most people don't even have a 1080p display TV or a computer monitor. I do, but still, you know, most people don't. So 720p is more than enough. Alcatel One Touch Idol 3 can rival any of these phones. It could rival any of these high-end phones, and it could rival any of these low-end phones. But if you think it's kind of in the middle, you would be right. I mean, we don't know exactly what it is until we get it in our hands. And so what I say is, if you have not ordered the Alcatel One Touch Idol 3, and you have the money to do so, if you have to sell another device that you have, it probably is going to be worth it, because it has the new Snapdragon 615 in there, which is an octa-core processor, and it should be pretty fluid. It's basically stock Android with a light skin, kind of like our Galaxy S6s. Their TouchWiz is now lightly skinned, so I think it's going to be an exciting device to get our hands on at such a low cost. So what is a budget-friendly phone? I say a budget-friendly phone is a phone that costs us less. Now, based on today's market, a lot of people want things for free, basically, but it doesn't work like that. The OEMs have to make money, and I respect the OEMs. They have to make money. So what is a budget-friendly phone? I say a budget-friendly phone is a phone that's about $275 or less, depending on what you're getting. And you're going to say, well, Jay, why didn't you get the BlackBerry Leap? Well, I told you why I didn't get the BlackBerry Leap. I just don't think that was labeled as a, it should be probably like $175 probably, or that's just me. Nonetheless, folks, the Alcatel One Touch Idol 3 to me should be the ultimate budget device, because it has dual front-fire speakers by JBL, 2,910 milliamp battery, which should give great battery life depending on the usage. 13 megapixels on the back, 8 on the front. All these things are great. And even the 4.7-inch version, I really hope I can get it for a good price, because I can match that against this one, and then I can match the 5.5 against the iPhone 6 Plus, which I don't have it right here at this moment. But we're going to make sure that we always tackle videos on budget devices. I try to do that because you don't want to see high-end devices like this all the time. You want to make sure that I'm still giving you budget reviews, and I do that all the time. So this is your boy Jay Will. I'm going to sign out. I just wanted you to know that I am excited about getting my One Touch Idol 3, and I in fact do still have lots of budget devices that are well under 200 bucks, and it's always going to be something good in that price range, and I'll try to get them to you as best I can. I have been focusing a lot on BlackBerry, but I decided I'm going to pull back a little bit, because some people, you know, kind of getting overwhelmed with BlackBerry fans. Shout out to the guys on the channel also. Those guys are great. You don't need a BlackBerry to join my BBM channel. It may say BlackBerry Fan Club, but it's just a place really where we're hanging out. So, with that being said, this is the month that you're going to see, I can't tell you yet, but I have a great surprise, and you're probably going to wonder, oh my God, Jay, how'd you get that? If you think you know what it is, shout out in the comments. Here we go. A real quick one. If you made it through this video, great, so I'll know that you were paying attention in the video. If you make it through this video and you're at this point right here, tell me what you think. Now, not the Alcatel One Touch Idol 3. I'm already telling you that I've got that coming. I have something coming that is phenomenal. It's not out yet, but I've got one coming. I was blessed enough to get one. So tell me what you think it is in the comments, and I might have a treat for you. Just saying. I don't know. I'm not doing a giveaway or anything like that. But if you can tell me what it is, depending on what phone you currently have, I might just randomly pick somebody and send them a case or something. I've got tons of brand new accessories laying around that I could just give them away. So, if you can tell me what my next thing is that's coming, and you think you know what it is, leave a comment. Also, did you order the Alcatel One Touch Idol 3? Let me know in the comments. If you're waiting on the 4.7, let me know in the comments. Basically what I'm saying is, leave me a comment. Go ahead and rate and subscribe and share this video and share the channel. If you're just someone who's just stopping by and you don't know who I am, my name is J Will. I go by Tech Titan sometimes. I'm going to phase that out eventually. But that's who I am, and I do reviews on tablets, phones, all kinds of crazy stuff. I do it. Headphones, computers, whatever, I do it. Smartwatches, I do that. So, subscribe, or just watch the channel. If you don't want to subscribe, just come back and visit me every day, because I'm always putting up at least 3 videos per week. So, I try to keep the channel going, and with your help, I can keep the channel going. Again, shout out to Versa, Oblique, James Ort, LG, T-Mobile, Huawei, all these people who have been kind enough, AT&T, to send me things, and there's tons of other people, oh, and this company right here, I like this, shout out to them, and One by One, shout out to them, also, Cell Allure, shout out to them as well, for supporting my channel. I truly appreciate it, and shout out to you. So it's your boy J Will. I appreciate your support. Let's talk about this budget game, because it's getting ready to get real heavy, and I think the One Touch Idol 3 is getting ready to shake it up. I'll see you in the next one.
Alright guys, I appreciate you joining me in another video. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this, and thumbs up. And I will see you in the next video. Take care.